They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Coming off of a loss that last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Cousins on first down, and his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Smith catches left side. Not much there, only a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. This across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Number 33.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 22 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Nick Foles and the Bear offense about to be on display for the first time. Foles, the veteran, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2012 out of Arizona.
We don't talk about it. through the life of an NFL player, there are a lot of twists and turns, aren't there? A lot of ups and downs. Maybe you could even say a bunch of different careers. How about Nick Foles? Early in his career, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a Pro Bowl in his second season. Became a career backup after that with the Rams in Kansas City. And then, right place, right time, back up in Philadelphia. Carson Wentz goes down, and Nick Foles puts on his cape and wins a Super Bowl.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Chicago.
Foles rolling to his left. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Another carry for the running back.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Foles. This is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
The Bears first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
We're scoreless after 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Anthony.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DJ Waller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bears take over.
At their own.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. They're going to start to drop. And he'll work it across midfield inside inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a game.
But if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for it. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
The tackle made by Todd Davis. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. And he's going to keep it here. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The man is Connect, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. There's Foles. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Nick Foles with touchdown. Number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this fight?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I'm going to push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. He finds Cole. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Rudolph has it to tight end. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Jefferson.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Eddie Pinheiro for the Bears field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he brings brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That's complete right side to Komet. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. His throw incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run with Patterson, able to spin free. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he's got Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
On first down, Patterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the move to his left. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Mitchell Trubisky, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got a first down and inside the midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And that's a touchdown. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Cousins now on second down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First down, Bears.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now he goes spin, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
He's brought down at the 30.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. The gun, Trubisky forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it misses away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes for him.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. And maybe
his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
when the team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense. What's the deal, y'all?
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The throw complete to Beebe. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2.
To throw is Cousins. Incomplete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 4th down. Cousins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.